That is absolutely ridiculous. It's just torn through that like it's paper. In this video, we're going to drop a camera down and some bait to see what's swimming around at the bottom of this deep ocean wall. Let's go.
At the surface, the reef here is vibrant and full of life. But if you look down, it drops away into complete darkness. This isn't my first time here though. A few months ago I dropped another baited camera on this wall and recorded an incredibly rare Snaggletooth Shark that came up from the deep to investigate. Check this out. Now literally anything could turn up here, but before putting the camera down deep I needed to make sure it was ready to go.
Guys, I'm just going to mass the fish up here so that I'm not wasting time when we're down deeper. Hopefully I can get this cap off. Out comes the knife. Unfortunately we've got loads of little fish today, so this is going to take some time, but it's all good. Oh, I can't see anything. Cool, right. Fish are all mashed up. Let's swim it down deep. Wow, it's really cold down here. I think we'll try and get it down to about 40 meters. Guys, this looks like a great spot here, just right on this corner. Ah, nightmare. It's not come out. Right, that'll do. Let's get out of here. Fingers crossed for some good action.
Now, it didn't take long for some of the more common reef fish to take an interest in the bait. This small school of midnight snapper were very quick to investigate, as were some of the reef's smaller residents, like the coral groupers, blacktail snappers and the black-lipped butterfly fish. As is often the case, the first big predatory fish that came in was this big red snapper. And after testing whether my camera was edible, he didn't hang about trying to break open the bait cage to get at the fish. The red snapper was also keen to make sure that other reef predators didn't get too close, including this big blubber-lipped snapper and a much rarer reef species, a brown marbled grouper. This one was just a small one, but these guys can reach lengths of up to 1 meter and get absolutely massive. Other red snappers also came over to investigate. There are definitely some reef fish the red snapper isn't able to intimidate though, and it wasn't long before a couple of reef sharks swam by. Believe it or not, reef sharks are often very timid, and these ones were keen to keep their distance. Now, although this clip is pretty rubbish, it was really great to see a spotted eagle ray swimming overhead. Now, after gaining a bit of confidence, one of the white-tip reef sharks decided to come in for a closer look. We've had some decent encounters with the reef sharks here, but I think it's a bit better when the visibility isn't quite as good, so the sharks have to get a lot closer in order to see what's going on. A very large moray eel also came creeping up the reef and attempted to get at the fish in the bait cage. He soon swam off, but it wasn't long before it came back for a second attempt, accompanied by a massive school of unicorn fish. So, whilst most of the fish were there for feeding, other reef creatures had different priorities, like this white-spotted puffer that was busy having his mouth cleaned by a cleaner wrasse. A few other really interesting reef predators swam by, like this giant trevally, but unfortunately we didn't get lucky with any big sharks on this drop. I'm still desperately searching for a tiger, a hammerhead and a thresher shark in the area, and there's always a chance that something completely unexpected could turn up. If you're new here, I'm currently dropping these cameras all over the Indo-Pacific to better understand what rare creatures patrol these waters when nobody is watching. We've already found some crazy species, but I'm hopeful we'll record a species that's never been seen in these waters before. If you want to join the hunt, make sure to hit that subscribe button.
Oh guys, I'm so tired. But we're going to go and pick the camera up now. Fingers crossed, we've just seen some really cool footage. I hope there were some sharks, but who knows. It's going to be a long old swim back down to 40 meters, but hopefully we'll find some cool stuff along the way. So I will make sure to show you everything that we see. Let's go. Oh, hello Mr. Cornetfish. Look at this guy. Oh, and let me know down below in the comments what your favourite thing we've recorded so far is. Whoa, look at this sleepy puffer. Just resting up on the bottom. This is a map puffer, I believe. He's quite a big one, but they get a lot bigger than this guy. Cool, so we're just coming back to the wall now. We've gone from all this sand to the reef. Look at it, it looks so nice this morning. Look at all these unicorn fish. And this here has got to be the biggest blue starfish I think I've ever seen. It's absolutely enormous. Here's my hand as a size reference. It's absolutely massive. I don't know whether you can see this, but we're just going through a thermocline. This is where warm water from the surface mixes with very cold water from deep down. And it sometimes sort of messes with the visibility a little bit, but it is absolutely freezing currently. It's usually good for big fish though, because a lot of them like to sit on these thermoclines and come up from the deeper water where it's a little bit warmer. Jeez, it is absolutely freezing. This is an absolutely enormous sea fan. It's probably about 3 meters tall. Whoa, mini dogtooth tuna, look at these guys. Oh, so cool, these are tiny. Whoa! Those dogtooth tuna can get to be about 2 meters long, so those little ones are just about a foot long are really small. But I've never seen a little school of doggies like that, so that's super cool. Guys, it goes so deep down there. You can barely see the bottom. Whoa, ribbon eel! That's a juvenile as well. You can tell because he's black and yellow. He's not blue and yellow. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. Whoa! Oh, I love ribbon eels, but they are literally impossible to film. I'm thinking at some point about doing a video just floating around in the blue over here, so let me know in the comments if you want to see me do that. Might be a good idea, might be a stupid idea, I'm not sure, but... Right, we're just coming up to the corner now, and this is near where I dropped the camera, so hopefully it's still there, and it's not been dragged off the ledge by a big shark. Whoa, big red snapper just swum away. I can see the camera, and I'm pretty sure that's not where I put it, so... Oh, I wonder what's down there. Hammerhead sharks. Tiger sharks, who knows? Right, let's just get the cover back on the lens because I don't want to scratch my precious 360 camera. Insta360, there's no one testing these cameras like me, so if you want to sponsor me, feel free. Come on, come off. When it won't come off, you're going to smash it with a weight. Ow! There we go. Although the difficult bit is then getting the weight back in my pocket. Ah! Oh, it's pretty easy that time. Look at this little coral grouper. Let's see if I can feed him. Oh, he just came in for some. And feeding a wild coral grouper. Can it be done? No, it can't. Right, guys, back up we go. Whoa, what spooked them? It goes so deep down there. Oh, now you can see the murky water. It's just gone really warm. Oh, it's quite nice though, actually. Feels like a warm bath. Oh, we're back to the sand in the shallows. Doesn't it look nice? Whoa, blue-spotted stingray. Just here. Let's get him on film, shall we? He's just hunting around in the sand. Looking for something that might be buried underneath it. Oh, maybe you found something. Off he goes. Happy hunting. There's a big car tyre here. Sorry, not a car tyre, a tractor tyre or something. Oftentimes there are interesting creatures in these tyres. Let's have a quick look. Right, let's head back up the slope and then we can have a little explore in the shallows and see what's crawling around. Or swimming around, of course. I'm chilly. I'm tired. I'll probably go for a nap after this, I think. Look at these neon blue chromis. I feel like their colour won't quite come through properly on camera, but fingers crossed. Super, super bright. Oh, peacock mantis. There he is, look. With his little googly eyes. Whoa, what's this? Goatfish, goatfish. This little critter here, though, is one of my absolute favourites. If you've not seen it already, guys, go and check out my video with weird ghost pipefish in the thumbnail, because I found one of those mantis shrimps carrying a whole load of eggs, and it's probably the best footage I've ever gotten of an underwater critter. Whoa, look at these mullet. They're not hanging around, are they? Off they go. If you've got this far into the video and you're enjoying it so far, I would really appreciate a subscribe. The nice surgeon fish. Oh. Whoa, go on it, fish. They're a weird looking reef fish, that's for sure. Little grouper. Well, that was super weird behaviour. I'm not sure what those two are doing. We've got a yellow-edged moray here, and that was a coral grouper. That was some very weird interaction, that's for sure. If you want to know why they're called a yellow-edged moray, that is why. That is its tail. You can see the yellow edges. Right, that's enough faffing around. I'm probably going to drop another one of these cameras, so the next time you see me, I'll be back down underwater, probably a bit earlier than last time. It might be dark, and fingers crossed for some big old sharks. Let's go.
Doesn't it look so good out there this morning? I just got down to the beach and we're gonna go sit the camera down again. I got down a bit earlier today just to try and beat the sun really, although it's kind of already up, I feel, which isn't fantastic, but I'm gonna stick the camera down again. I'm gonna put it in a slightly different spot today, probably about here. I'm gonna try and put it on the sand, but just where the sand meets the wall. So hopefully any big stuff that's sort of moving across the wall early in the morning will see it and come and have a look. But yeah, let's do it.
It's looking good today, guys, but it is very dark down here. It's going to be even darker down at 40. I think at some point I'm going to try and put some lights on these baited cameras and see how the fish react to it. So if you want to see that, make sure you hit that subscribe button and I'll try and get one of those videos up soon. Whoa, look at these trevallies. Some bluefins and then a different species. I'm not sure what they are over there. There's this big blue starfish. He's not moved very far. Right guys, so we're down at about 20 metres now, so I'm going to do what I did last time and mash the fish up here. And hopefully it's defrosted. And in case you're wondering, no, I'm not breathing all that in, although it's still kind of disgusting. Let's stuff it back in, and then go and find a good spot to drop it down. So we're going to the left of that big sea fan that I showed you on the previous drop. And there's the big wall. Look at it, it looks so good this morning. Okay guys, we're going to stick it just down here next to these three big rocks. This seems like a good spot to me. And it got the little butterfly fish already. That's a good sign. Right. I've got a few more fish on me, so I'll chop these up and then we'll get out of here. If I can find them. Here they are. Right, let's get out of here and let's pray for some big sharks. I'm just mashing these extra fish up now, trying to get a bit more scent into the water. Because the only downside to this spot here is there's not much current, so the scent doesn't travel too far. Right, that'll do. Let's head back to the surface. Oh, I tell you, I'm breathing hard today. This is tiring work, this is. Especially this time of the morning. Guys, I couldn't really show you this on the way down, but check out this big ball of bait fish. It's like a cloud or a mist. Whoa! I tell you what, I don't fancy their chances at this time of the morning, when everything's out hunting. They'll be dodging trevallies and snappers for days. The usual rules apply. We'll leave the camera down for about an hour and then I will go back in and pick it up. So I'll see you back down underwater. And there was me thinking that putting wire mesh around it would help. Apparently not. He's even ripped the blooming end cap off. Oh, dogtooth. That is crazy. And look what it has done to this metal. That is absolutely ridiculous. It's just torn through that like it's paper. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Looks like I've got some cleanup to do. It's a good job we're not down at 40 metres, isn't it? So here's the end cap he ripped off. Whoa, look at that big blubber lip snapper. Right, sports fans, let's get out of here.
Like before, it was the red snapper that showed up first. Although this time he was accompanied by another large reef predator, a great barracuda. I'm not quite sure why these reef creatures are so interested in the camera, but this barracuda also decided to see if it was edible. As expected, the red snapper also wasn't overly keen on the barracuda hanging around the bait, and he made that pretty clear. We also had some interest from other predatory fish that we'd seen on the first drop, as well as some new species, like this Napoleon wrasse. This one's quite a small individual, and is likely a female based on its coloration and the lack of a pronounced bump on its head. Interestingly, Napoleon wrasse are able to change their sex from female to male as they get older, so who knows what this one will look like in the future. Unfortunately, as expected, this guy soon moved in. Now, if you've watched my previous videos, you'll know that these Titan triggerfish are very good at destroying the bait cages. In an attempt to make it more difficult for them, I actually wrapped the plastic tube in wire mesh to prevent them from using their large teeth to chip away at the plastic. I was pretty confident that this would do the trick, but this Titan definitely had other ideas. The Titans are also very possessive and are quick to chase off any competition. Now, one of the coolest things about dropping these cameras is witnessing behaviours that aren't well documented. It's often easy to think of fish as pretty simple creatures with simple behaviours and habits. However, after watching hours of footage of snappers and Titans interacting, it's very clear that the snappers very cleverly exploit the Titans. Now, the snappers don't have the ability to chomp through the bait cage, but they also know the Titan triggerfish doesn't have the ability to suck out the fish. The snappers wait very patiently, and when they see an opportunity, they take it.
Right, I'm going to get out now and go and fix this. If you love this video, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and if you're in the mood for more, you'll probably like this video over here as well. I will see you next time.